say, hey guys, this is Roxy from RoxanneLynch.com. Just wanted to pop into your world today and share a little bit about haters and trolls. And because I have to admit, has anyone ever hated on you? Has anyone ever come out with a really mean comment? Put a one out there. Let me know what you're thinking about this subject, because I have to admit I did do a little bit of research. But when I say a little bit, it was just a little bit. Because honestly, where should our energies and our focuses be when we're building our business? Should we be focusing on the negative? Should we be focusing on the scarcity? Should we be focusing on the grumpy people out there? And, has anyone ever been accidentally or on purpose, mean? Has it rattled your game? Has it really shook your tree and dislodged you from what was going on in your world? Because the subject come up, I really wanted to share it with today. Because if you were watching yesterday's live video, in the last 10 seconds, all across the little bottom of the screen, it was grumpy faces, all the way across. And it totally rattled me. It did. I got off and I was done, and my husband said, you forgot to say, if you like this, give me a thumbs up and a comment and a share it forward. He says, you forgot to share out your free training. And I said, yeah, I was rattled. I had a hater. I had someone that was being not nice. And it's like, I'm a really nice person. How could someone do that? And yet it happens. And it got me reflecting a little bit, because I had a lady who wanted to be on my email list. And so I send out emails probably 2 or 3 times a week. I don't send them out every day. I don't want to make people grumpy. But after about 8 or 9 months, she was saying, hey, you keep on sending those to me, and I'm gonna report you. I'm gonna turn you in. I don't want your emails anymore. And I explained very kindly how she just had to go to the bottom of the email and unsubscribe. And she didn't. She continued to threaten me. So had to take some time and actually found a way to unsubscribe her, because no one likes getting hate mail, right? And I was getting it every time I sent out a newsletter to all my other fans, to all the other people that were taking in free trainings and, what was going on new, to help them in their business. Another time I had a hater was when I was doing that 22-day push-up challenge, for our veterans. And, I think it was in day 6 or 7, and someone had put at the bottom of it, I can't believe that you're doing this, and you guys are just doing this for glorified attention and blah, blah, blah. And he was really mean, but I didn't shut him down. I tried to go back and figure out, why was he upset? Maybe he had a real expression. So I actually said, well, I understand that this could be a misconstruction. I actually belong to, Our Lady's Auxiliary in the Legion. We actually do volunteer works throughout the day, and I've had people on both sides of my family be in the world wars. So, I'm doing this for them, and he's now turned into one of my greatest fans. So, sometimes it takes a little bit of courage to address that. Is it a real hater, or is it someone who just has a hate on about a subject? And really dig into that. So I thought that was kind of interesting, because understanding that it doesn't take much to rattle a person, but there's some things that we can do and reflect upon. And like I said, I did a little bit of research, but not too much, because where do we want to be putting our energies, right? Where should we be putting our focuses? So, there's some things we can do, which is trying to find some solid ground, and being able to mirror and empathize. And if that doesn't work, when they're just trying to discover that real deeper issue, maybe something's happened within their business where they feel a little bit territorial. They're feeling a sense of unworthiness, or maybe they've had a drop in sales. They're feeling that loss of prestige and pride, and they're feeling unempowered. But, we're going back to, what Thumper's mom said on that movie we all watched as kids with Bambi. If we don't have anything nice to say, then we shouldn't be saying anything at all. And I raised my kids that way. I was raised that way. So when someone comes out in the blue and says something really mean and nasty, it always takes me aback, because that is not my personality and nature. And yet, we're all grown up enough to know that not everyone is going to love onto us. Not everyone is going to get your message. Not everyone is going to like you. You know, whether it was kindergarten or high school, or us as grown-up women and men, that not everyone's going to be your best friend. And for some ladies that had my type of personality in school, I was really hurt. I was really injured when someone wouldn't be my friend, you know, and they weren't nice to me, or, you know, you felt that feeling that they were just talking about you. Just when you walked by them and they glanced at you, you thought it was all about you, and it really had nothing to do about you. That was just part of growing up. But some people and some haters, some trolls out there, they find the greatest glee and the greatest joy trying to tear down positive, happy, uplifting people. And I don't know where they get their time and energy to do it. I certainly don't have it. But congratulations, I guess, to them. But understand first and foremost that knowing that there's those two types of people out there. They live in a scarcity or an abundant mindset. So, you know, what you're doing and how you're living your life, how you're working your business, if you're living in that sense of lack, if you're living in that sense of scarcity, it's going to be easier to not be able to look at people and be joyful and to be cheerful. And the second part about this is that if someone's being mean on your page, if someone's not being nice and playing by your rules on your page, you can just simply delete and block them. Okay? It's your house. This is your house rules, this is your page, this is your forum, this is your platform, this is your business, this is your life. And especially on social media, you have that control to unfriend, block, and delete. Okay? So take control of that, you know, and people will be excited and proud and pleased that you're taking a stand. You're planting that flag in the sand, and you're saying, I'm not tolerating this kind of behavior on my page. Okay, so this is that's just something I thought was really exciting. So be attentive to where you're putting your energy, and you're focusing your work and your time and your energy. So don't allow the haters and trolls and the grumpy people to be sucking up too much of your time, because for every one person that might be out there hating on you, there's 10 more that are waiting for you to put love back on them. Okay, so that's where your focus should be. So take control of the situation, do the best you can, take a big breath, and then move forward. So those are my thoughts for today. Hopefully you guys found some value. Tell me your thoughts. I want to hear more about it. Have you had any haters? Have you had any trolls out there that have been unkind? I'm just curious to see how maybe you dealt with it, and we can all share and learn and grow upon that. And as always, I will close with, if you haven't found some value, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. Tell me what's going on in your world, and of course share the messages and the goodness forward. I'll see you on the sunny side of life tomorrow, you guys. You guys take care. Bye, guys.